Now, I know we are not doing no freaking filler episodes, the last 5 episodes, you know what I'm saying, as we conclude the season. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 30, First Look. And I'm not going to hold y'all. I was tired. I was tired. I almost took a nap during the first look. I mean, it made me sleepy. It made me want to go to bed. Because it sounds like that's what the episode is going to be tonight. It sounds like the last week of the show, we have filler. We don't even have romance tonight. We have filler. Because production fumbled with these bombshells, so they just decided, you know what, let's just not even bring anybody else into this villa. But ultimately, this is a hot mess express personified, because we, of course, start back off with Kata and Zack Attack. You know what I'm saying? They're reeling, they're shook at the fact that America does not see it for them. But Zack Attack, you should have known this with all of your lying, all of your scheming, all of your sabotaging you were attempting to do, specifically with the black female islanders in this villa, specifically with Casey and Anaya of it all, and all of the nonsense that you were saying to Kata. You kept negging her, requesting bombshells every time after you guys were intimate, even at the hideaway. You know what I'm saying? Just being a weirdo, and then lying about Casa Amor. Lying about the Alana of it all. You know what I'm saying? Not being truthful on whether or not, you know, you would have brought her back to the villa. We never would know because she got removed from the show. You know what I mean? So it's really the audacity. So all that scheming did not work in your favor, Zack Attack. And America caught on. And it didn't help matters that production let you skate through movie night, like just glide through movie night like nothing was going to ever happen to you. But America said, you know what I'm saying? Let us handle it. Let us handle it. We won't give you any votes. I don't know why people will say, hey, I'm voting so-and-so out of the villa. No. You were voting for the couple that you either like or that you find most compatible. And as a result, you did not give Kata and Zack Attack the votes that they were expecting. So basically, Zack is like, I think it's me that's not good enough for you. Kata is under the false impression that just because you guys were a couple since day 3 or whatever the case may be, and you guys never, you know what I'm saying, really had any other interest in anybody else, and never broke up your couple and all the things, that you deserve to be liked by America. And I'm here to tell you that logic is flawed. That logic is flawed. Kata, who did you explore? Who did you explore? You brought nobody back from Casa Amor. Zack Attack did some exploring at Casa Amor. You know what I'm saying? But he treated it like a bachelor weekend. You know what I'm saying? A bachelor weekend, a passport bros weekend, and then came back to you like it was nothing, right? So miss me with the nonsense. So y'all think just because y'all have been together the longest that means that America should just like you? No. What if you progressed in your couple? Y'all did it in the hideaway week 2, but what if y'all progressed? Y'all are not closed off. Y'all are not boyfriend and girlfriend. Zack Attack negs you every time he tells you he loves you, then says he can't take it back, withheld breakfast from you, said that y'all are not boyfriend and girlfriend. So what is the progression? What if y'all progressed? Make it make sense. Then we get a scene with Zack Attack in the bed, you guys, and Bryce goes to check on him, and I just don't understand what are we doing? Why are you so depressed? You thought all that scheming and all that conniving behavior was going to be missed by the American viewers? You thought that we were just going to let you off the hook? You know what I'm saying? You need to learn from this, Zack Attack. So then, you guys, we get a bed scene with Carl and Anaya, and he's got the glasses on. So Anaya apparently has busted out, you know what I'm saying, the silk lace toe piece number. You know what I'm saying? And so Carl started and made the joke, this is not giving grandma. And then Anaya said, but it is giving grandma. And I know y'all are going to light up Anaya because every day there has to be discourse on something to drag her about. Listen, this is the second time she's made a joke about what Casey said about calling her a grandma. However, I do think some of the things that Casey did say hurt her feelings. I do, because I have noticed since movie night, Anaya, she's not completely her bubbly self. She's not completely her happy self. It could be the fact that she might just be exhausted and drained from the show and drained that this is week 6, you know what I'm saying? It could be that. It could be she could still be reeling just a little bit, just a tad, just a touch from everything that happened on movie night, you guys. I don't feel that it's a disinterest in Carl or anything like that. I just feel like, you know, there's been a lot that's taken out of her. Her and KC have been carrying the show on their backs this season. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's draining, right? So anyways, the next morning, I believe, Carl says in Mandarin or in Chinese, good morning, as, you know, Naya is just sitting there, you know, putting her jewelry on and all of the things. Tate apparently is excited that America likes her and Casey together and all this and all that. Now, here is the thing, right? I want to say this. Just because y'all were voted at the top or whatever the case may be, top 4 couples, we're not going to be setting a precedent on this show that disrespect and distasteful behavior against black women should be rewarded. I'm just going to make that clear. Even with Caleb season 2, even with Timmy season 4, did not do to Justine and Zeta what just happened this season with Casey and Anaya. Yes, Anaya has forgiven Casey, but it seems like Kata and Trinity are still on smoke with Casey. But for whatever reason, y'all still want to drag Anaya. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So then we get a scene where ultimately Kata is almost in tears in the girls' dressing room. America doesn't like me. Why doesn't America like me? And Kata, again, you are asking the wrong questions, just like you're asking the wrong questions as far as what is up with the other couples. How did they make it over you and Zack Attack? And just like you're asking the wrong questions and making the wrong statements, assuming that America doesn't like you, that's not the case. That is not the case, Kata. We don't see it for Zack Attack. We were trying to get you to open up your eyes about Zack Attack because you were living in the land of Delulu as it pertains to Zack Attack. But maybe you're a lost cause as far as I'm concerned. Maybe you are a lost cause, you guys. So then the girls get a text message and they are told to be quiet. Apparently, it looks like they have the secret mission challenge. So those of y'all who are familiar with old school Love Island and all this and all that, sometimes during the season, they'll have either the girls or the guys do a secret challenge. You do goofy stuff. You might have to put some random ingredients in a drink and make a smoothie and make one of the guys drink it. You may have to kiss somebody on the cheek that's not your couple. You might have to put on something weird or goofy or whatever else to see if anybody notices your outfit. Like just little challenges like this. And if you complete the challenges, I guess you get a cookie. I mean, I don't know what they're going to get. You know what I mean? Just like I still don't know what the OG Villa girls are going to get for winning the challenge against Casa Amor. What was their prize? Does anybody know what their prize was? I don't either. So anyways, there is a conversation with Carl and Kenzie in which Carl is letting Kenzie know that Dylan is still having some reservations, that Dylan is still having some problems with their couple, that Dylan is still having some concerns, and this has Kenzie pissed off. Kenzie has been completely checked out since movie night. Ever since she's been exposed, she's on this apology tour. She's trying to make amends with everybody, but the thing that's not making amends is her couple with Dylan. The thing that is not making amends is her couple with Dylan and production. Why did you save Kenzie and Dylan? This is what I'm talking about. Corbin and Persian Cat should still be up in this villa. They should still be up and through here. You know that Persian Cat and Corbin were more compatible than Kenzie and Dylan. So why are they back arguing now? So now at nighttime, there is a scene with Dylan and Kenzie going back and forth. And Dylan is like, listen, look at here. I feel like there is something you're not being truthful about. And Kenzie's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I still feel like you're lying about something. I still feel like, there's something that you're not telling me. There's something that you're doing. And it's just like, why are they even still here? Are you this desperate to keep Kenzie in the villa as a potential finalist when I kept telling y'all Kenzie did so much exploring that there's been no time for her to build on an actual connection? And these are the issues that happen when you're too busy trying to kiss men like a handshake. And next thing you know, it's week 6. It is the last week of the show, and already you are still arguing, you know what I'm saying, with your couple. Because y'all have not had time to develop anything. Because you were too busy having all those conversations and all those chats with Gap. And instead of building your connection with Dylan this entire time, you know what I'm saying, you're up here trying to make amends with the girls once you realize that you effed up movie night. Make it make sense, Kenzie. Make it make sense. Then we get another scene of the Sincere and Melanie of it all. And let's just cue the violins playing, you guys. Because I keep telling you, y'all can get mad at these Islanders for saying that they're team Melanie and Sincere, or they want them to still be together, they want them to work it out, or whatever the case may be. But I keep telling you, it is Melanie's decision. It is Melanie's decision at the end of the day, and they're having the millionth conversation for the millionth time about Melanie's concerns about the quote-unquote optics of how it is going to look with her and Sincere on outside of the villa, and that she's had concerns since what she saw on movie night. But my thing is this, Melanie, you were already warned. You were already warned with the soul of it all. You were already warned by the Casa Amen during Casa Amor. You know what I'm saying? You were already warned movie night, and you still want this man. You've had several warnings and you still want this man. But you're talking about optics, which means to me, you really have zero intentions of leaving Sincere alone. You just don't want to get drug up and through here for standing by a man who played in your face for 6 weeks and keeps on lying just to lie to you. That's really what you're concerned about, but it sounds like you're not going to go anywhere. And unfortunately, you have false reassurance from America that y'all should be a top couple. That y'all have a lot of compatibility, well, which is a hot mess express. You have toxic compatibility. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that you are incompatible. But if you are not going anywhere, what is the point of these conversations? If you like it, I love it. What happened to all the people that was concerned about Melanie's mental health and all of this and all of that, and that she needed to see the bottom to see that we did not mess with her and Sincere like that? Only for y'all to come out in droves, and y'all are going to push her to the finale, and she's going to think that her and Sincere, you know what I'm saying, they're going to come out and do these interviews, and they're going to act like, well, y'all didn't see everything, that we had all these amazing times together. Did you see the time, you know what I'm saying, when I did this and I did that? You know what I'm saying? That they're going to flip the script. They're going to gaslight you. They're absolutely going to gaslight you and try to make this work and see if there is opportunities and brand deals and everything else that is going to come with this. But that was essentially the first look, you guys. It was a nothing burger. There was nothing to see. There was nothing that happened. There was nothing excited. It was putting me to sleep. You know what I'm saying? There was and there's Kenzie and Dylan drama that makes zero sense. And honestly, y'all need to self-evict if I'm just going to keep it a buck. There's literally 5 episodes left. You know what I'm saying? There's tonight's episode, Tuesday's episode, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. That's it, and that's all. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, we have After Sun. But that's it, and that's all. So what are we doing? Why are we arguing the last week in the villa? Y'all could have been doing some type of challenge. Y'all could have done the Twitter challenge. Y'all could have done the Mr. and Mrs. game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have did something, man. Something. The car wash challenge. Y'all could have gave us something than the Snoozefest that tonight looks to be, unless y'all are saving some major storyline for the episode. But this might be the worst first look that I have seen in the entirety of this season that is giving we're gonna have to really, you know what I'm saying, get some coffee, get some tea ourselves tonight just to stay awake through this episode. That's what it feels like to me. It is giving boring. So nonetheless, you guys, do me the biggest favor, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. There's that. That is it. That is all. It's toast es final. Finito is the rose in the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.